Maybe people miss the games.
Right.
Well, we'll get you caught up.
You get you caught up right now. It's Jason Ross and Chris Verlod with the Spotlight. Kings Rewind starts now, please.
The Kings Rewind. What actually happened last night? Let's travel together. Brought to you by Rub Fievel at the Sawyer.
All right, well, we're going to recap 3 games for you, so let's go. Well, on the day before Thanksgiving, the Sacramento Kings were hoping to feast on the Phoenix Suns in search of a 3-game winning streak.
I thought you were trying to lose weight.
Lay off me, I'm starving. Classic.
Well, this was another cup game, but unfortunately for the Kings, they had played 2 games so far, and they had already been eliminated from any chance of advancing.
Well, why didn't you tell the rest of us? Why did you keep it a secret?
Well, Phoenix had plans of their own. They jumped on the Kings quickly to the tune of 7-0. Then they opened up a 15-4 lead as Sacramento had taken just 2 shots and mixed in 3 turnovers.
I think I blew it. It all happened so fast. So fast.
Well, from 15-4, it grew to 25-8 to 30-13, and by the end of the quarter, it was an embarrassing 41-16 Suns lead.
Look at me, what I done again. Oh, I'm ashamed of myself. I'm embarrassed. I got nothing more to say on that.
Well, did the Kings have Thanksgiving food on their mind? The fans did get a bit of good news in the second quarter when Oso Ighodaro went to the foul line. He missed twice and gave the fans a slice.
Pizza! Pizza, pizza, going Tommy. Me so hungry, me so hungry.
Well, with the deficit seemingly insurmountable, the goal for Sacramento was now to try to make this a 10-point game by the end of the third quarter. And the Kings did just that as they trailed 83-73 going into the final 12 minutes.
Got to have been a wake-up call. Ring, ring. Rise and shine, Ricky.
The Suns scored the first 7 of the fourth to build the cushion back up and did that with their best player, Devin Booker, on the bench resting.
I mean, people say he was less than a god, but more than a man. You know, like Hercules or something.
I knew he'd do that with Booker.
Yeah.
All right, Sacramento would make one more charge and get it to within 8 points, but never closer.
Sorry, Dad.
The Suns improved to 2-0 versus the Kings in their wire-to-wire victory.
Oh, good for you.
Good for you.
Lack of size, poor point guard play, and a brutal first quarter did the Kings in.
I love basketball. I've always loved basketball. Do you love basketball? You're big, I bet you're good at basketball. I'm small, but I'll try really, really hard to be good at basketball. Really, I will. I always try hard. My mom says try your best in everything you do.
Where did he get that? Up next, a Friday matchup in Utah against the Jazz. Sacramento's first win of the season was against the Jazz. This time, though, the Kings were going to play without that game's hero, Domantas Sabonis or Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, it's Christmas.
Yeah, the Kings like playing the Jazz. They entered the game with 9 consecutive wins over Utah, with the last loss coming in March of 2023.
Walk in the park. A day at the office.
Stroll on the beach.
Buzz. You lose.
Well, for the final time this season, this was also a cup game with the Kings already eliminated and a disappointing record of 0-3.
That's not good.
For the first half, the teams would go back and forth, but the Jazz would start the second quarter on a 9-0 run and end the quarter on a 7-0 run to build an 11-point lead at the break.
This isn't happening.
Well, the game of runs continued in the third when Utah ended the quarter on a 10-0 run, and now Sacramento was trailing by 17 on the road.
I can't watch this anymore. It's over. Turn the lights out. Let's get the bulldozers in here and turn this place into a parking lot.
In the fourth, the highlights were few and far between, but Russell Westbrook did collect his third triple-double as a King and an NBA record 206th of his Hall of Fame career.
Messed around and got a triple-double.
With Russ's triple-double, the Kings also spoiled a season-high game from Zach LaVine.
Rude.
They also got 23 from Keegan Murray.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the end, the Kings were crushed by the bench, and now after a quarter of the season, the Kings are just 5-15.
Yeah.
Well, the supersized rewind concludes with a Sunday home matchup with the Memphis Grizzlies.
What are you looking at, stupid bear?
Remember them? Yes, that Grizzly team that beat the Kings by 41 points without their two best players.
A shameful performance.
It was.
The Kings were giving up too many points early in this game, and Doug Christie went to his bench at the midpoint of the quarter and got a great response from that group.
We're fucking switching.
Sacramento finished the quarter on a 14-2 run, and from down 9 to up 4 as they entered the second quarter.
Now we're starting to roll, boys.
Yeah, we are.
The second quarter featured lead changes, ties, and a tight game at half had Memphis up by just 3 points.
What are you doing? Stop it.
Actually, that's not bad.
The third quarter began in a brutal fashion for the Kings. They gave up the first 12 points. They missed their first 9 shots and were down by double figures.
Why does this keep happening?
Well, from that point on, the Kings scored 28 points. DeRozan with 9.
I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither.
Monk with 9.
I'm a pizza guy.
And the Grizzlies only scored 9.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
So here we go. The fourth quarter begins with a 4-point lead for the Kings, and they were 12 minutes away from a beam lighting.
Everything really wrapped up nicely. Much quicker than usual.
Yeah, all game long, they had one major problem, though, and it showed up even more obviously in the fourth quarter. The Kings had a Zach Edey problem.
I'm fine. It's just that you're so big.
Mm-hmm. Edey dominated the paint. He went for 32 points, 17 rebounds, and 5 blocked shots.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
The Kings didn't help themselves by missing 9 free throws on the night.
Help me help you. Help me help you.
You know, the Kings also missed out on a turnover differential night. They only turned it over 8 times, while Memphis had 23 turnovers for 25 Kings points.
Man.
And still beat Sacramento.
Kids, won't you step outside for a second?
That wasn't even possible.
Dear Lord, that's the loudest profanity I've ever heard.
Well, the Kings have now lost 3 in a row and are just 5-16 on the season. Up next, a 3-game road trip that begins Wednesday against Houston.
Yeah.
By the way, maybe the biggest team in the league.
That's okay. That one will win.
Okay.
Don't we have a nice winning streak against them?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's how it went over the weekend.
That's really well done. 3 in 1 segment. We still have a minute and a half left. Good for you. You know, the Kings had a 67.8% win probability going into the fourth quarter last
They did? The lead was only 4.
87-83, 67.8%.
Well, they didn't. The 32.2% happened.
And the 32-20 fourth quarter score happened.
Yeah.
23-8 turnovers and lose.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the theme of the 3 day. Like on Friday when they were in Utah. Like Zach, career high.
Yeah.
Or season high, excuse me. Keegan over 20. Russ, a triple-double. You lose to the Jazz. Like, those are things that help you win. Last night, there were things that help you win. It's amazing how much they need to go right to win a game. Like, their margin for error is so small.
Well, and it should be pointed out, too, that Zach's career high, or season high, as you said, came the game after the fan incident.
Yes.
That happened while we were gone. We haven't mentioned that yet. A longtime season ticket holder, I think his name is Devlin Carter, owns.
Yeah, it's confusing because I was like, wait, Devlin?
Right.
No, Devlin.
He owns a shoe and clothing. I'm going to get it all wrong, but anyways, he's got really good seats.
Very animated,
very animated, very recognizable. I'm not. There's been a lot of split over amongst fans about that too. Like, I get it. Like, you don't ever want to see fans and players interact poorly. You just don't. And then I saw the next day somebody put a clip up of or a screenshot of I think it was Zach LaVine's wife's Instagram, and they posted like a family photo or something, and there were a bunch of Kings fans on there saying, "Well, why don't you play defense, teach your And that to me, like, you're at a game, you're in the office, a fan says something, like, you're allowed to heckle the other team. Well, he's in a sense. I wouldn't say heckling, but he's letting his feelings be known. Guy pays a bunch of money for season tickets. He wasn't happy with the defensive effort, so he says something, and there is an exchange. And I feel like that, as long as it's not violent or overtly disrespectful, I feel like that's fair game. My opinion. Going on somebody's family's social media, does it hurt anyone? No, it's a bad look for Kings fans. Mm-hmm. They're better than that. But I think Zach LaVine, at least, is precariously close to, if he's not already there. He's last year it was Fox. This year it's LaVine. We've seen it be DeMarcus, Tyreek Evans before that. We can go through the list, and almost every down year there's a scapegoat. And by the way, I'm not saying...
Yeah, he's a big target.
Yeah, that's what your contract does.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But I'm here for the... just put it this way. I think we talked about the win probability being 67%. I would put the probability at 97% that when Zach LaVine returns to Sacramento, either later this year or next year, if he gets traded, he's going to be one of them booed every time he touches the ball, guys.
It's ironic that we actually talked to him about that immediate day about, like, should we know what you guys make? And that was referenced by Carter. Like, you make this, but, like, if we didn't know, he's still not playing defense.
Sure.
But I don't think that's the reference point.
Doesn't help when you know how much these guys make. We'll take a break right now. When we come back, let's get into it. Post-game reaction, what we have. We got audio from last